What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Godzilla, man. If you're not familiar with Godzilla, you should be. He's been around a long time. Godzilla has been taking cities out for a long time. It's usually, maybe Japanese cities and areas, but man, listen. The last Godzilla that came out was like 2014. And it's part of the same world that's in Skull Island with King Kong, so they're trying to create the world of the monsters. 2014 Godzilla was slow to me. It had Bryan Cranston in it, and it was just slow. It was like they kept trying to hide Godzilla from us until like the very end. Everything was dark, slow. It was too slow for me. It was cool, but I was just like, just give us more Godzilla, man. You ain't got to hide him. He's too big to hide. You don't hide a big lizard the size of skyscrapers. There's no hiding that. Just show it to us. Stop trying to hide them. Stop trying to hide them in the nighttime too. Just have them out here in broad day just doing stuff. It was cool. It was a cool movie, but I was just like, it could have been a little bit better. So now I had high hopes with, King of the Monsters. Now we got King Ghidorah in there. Like, as a kid, I would watch the Godzilla movies, and I remember him fighting Ghidorah. I remember Mothra being in there, and Ghidorah's a big three-headed lizard flying behemoth. So it's like, all right, it's about that time. So now, I'm like, all right, let's just do it. Let's just duke it out. For me, here's my big issue, the human factor. Okay, even though you got some good actors in here, you got a quality cast. Vera Farmiga's in here, who I love. Joe Morton was in there. The cast was just solid. The girl from Stranger Things, she's in there. But I feel like the human story just gets in the way. I don't need the human story. I just don't. I just want to see monsters fight. Just duke it out, slapping each other, senseless, tearing up the city in the process. Because they're going to fight in a major city. They never fight in the middle of nowhere. They never fight in Montana, Wyoming. It's always right in the heart of the city. You know what I'm saying? Last movie, it was San Francisco. San Francisco got this work. San Francisco didn't deserve the work. They was just like, we were just here thriving. People were going to get coffee. Next thing you know, monsters are slapping each other into the buildings. And San Francisco is a beautiful city. Have you ever seen the skyline? You know what I'm saying? Go to a different city, Godzilla. Go to a city that doesn't really matter to people like that. You know what I mean? But man, San Fran? Go in the middle of nowhere. All these areas, man. Fight in Bakersfield, Godzilla. Fight in Fresno, Modesto. You know what I mean? You don't have to just tackle the big cities that's cracking out here, man. Please. So, this movie, I had higher hopes. I was just like, all right, maybe they'll finally give us more fisticuffs, which they did in a sense, but at the same time, because they had a bunch of monsters in this one. They had a bunch, but they still didn't really give them a lot of screen time, but they were just showing you different monsters, which was kind of cool. There was some cool sequences in there, but I just feel like the fight scenes could have been more. Here's my biggest issue with these movies right here. They always want us to focus on the humans during the big monster fight. It's okay for you to not show a single human being in a 15-minute monster fight. I'm okay with this. Now imagine this. 2 buildings fighting. You're down on the ground floor. You're just like, and you're yelling for your family members. Nobody's gonna hear you. You can't be like, Caden! No. Nobody's gonna hear that. It's explosion, stuff is blowing up, buildings are crumbling. Nobody's gonna hear your tiny voice calling your family member. You're just not. And if you're the family member they're looking for, you're not gonna hear your parents calling you. That's just not what's gonna happen. You're just gonna be lucky to survive, and y'all can meet up somehow miraculously. And if you survive a building falling and you're down there at ground zero, I don't want to see your hand hanging loose from the rubble and you doing this. Because there's no way you survived that. There's no way. You're done. You shouldn't have been running around. They always close to the monsters running around. There's no way you can run. There's no way you can run from a 3-headed lizard that flies and shoots lightning out of his throat. There's no, I don't care. There's no way you can justify it. Yeah, you're dipping out in a Hummer. The Hummer's not fast enough. It's just not gonna happen. And I'm sick of it. Get the humans out of here, man. I don't need the human element. It could be 90 minutes of just monsters fighting, no dialogue. I'm all in. Just make the fights dope. That's all I really care about. I care about Godzilla and them, not the humans. And that's my problem with this one. It was too human. You know, Godzilla showing up. I want to see his back lighting up. I want to see him shooting off. They have that, but at the same time, it was just too much going on. My man Ken Watanabe's in this thing, and I feel like he said the name Godzilla 27 times in this movie. He's like, Godzilla, Godzilla, Godzilla. I want to see a mashup of how many times he said Godzilla, because he said it 82 times. I'm like, we get it, man. You all about that Godzilla. He was all about Godzilla. He was like, yo, Godzilla. He was like, well, what about the the environment? Godzilla. What'd you have for lunch yesterday? Godzilla. All right. What's your favorite car of all time? Godzilla. All right, man. We get it. They made some dope points about the environment, overpopulation. These monsters are on this earth to kind of restore the balance, if that makes any sense. And it did kind of make sense, but at the same time, it's just like, give us more of the fights. That's my biggest issue with this movie. Give us more. I didn't have a lot of adrenaline pump moments, and it was just Godzilla's fighting. He's down for the count. He comes back. Down for the count. He comes back. There's a lot of that, man. And I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like Skull Island did it better. I feel like Skull Island made more sense because there were a group of soldiers that went into an environment where they weren't expecting these huge monsters, and that's what they ran into. Now that dynamic, I'm all for. But with Godzilla, we've already established these monsters. Now you just get out the way. Just get your ass out the way. Your little missiles ain't doing nothing. So I feel like Skull Island was a much better movie. Plus we had Sam Jackson in there yelling. You know what I'm saying? It was just, when you send a strike team in and then they encounter the big monsters, that's a little bit better for me. But within a world that's already created these monsters, now you're doing, no, I'm just not, I don't need it. I don't need little kids. And stop making the little kids the heart of the story. I don't care. Just stop making the little kids the heart of this, man. Ugh. That's my biggest issue, man. Great cast, but one of the takeaways, Boston, you finally got yours in a movie. You know, these movies, New York gets torn up all the time, LA, Vegas, San Francisco got torn up in the last movie, Chicago gets this working like the Transformers movies all the time. Boston has gone overlooked with the smackdown, and Boston got smacked up in this one. Welcome to the club. Fenway Park got smacked in the mouth. Boston was overdue for a smacker. And Boston creates great movies, man. The Town, Gone Baby Gone, Good Will Hunting, Mystic River, the list goes on. The Departed, The Fighter, man. But y'all were overdue for some monsters coming up in there and smacking the city senseless. And you got it in this movie. Now, mind you, let me say something positive. The fights were good. Like, I did enjoy seeing Godzilla. There were a couple of dope scenes in there. The monsters looked great. The special effects were great. But ultimately, it was too human for me. But it was still entertaining. I didn't get bored. I was just annoyed more than anything. But every time I saw the monsters, I was like... And Godzilla looks incredible. Godzilla and Mothra. Look, Mothra is beautiful. I'm going to just throw that out there. Mothra is beautiful. When the wings come out, it's like, oh, man, Mothra. But, too human. Anyway, y'all want to know smooth jazz review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving Godzilla, King of the Monsters 2.5 saxophones out of 5. Man, maybe when I turn around, my back will light up like I'm about to blast off. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla style. Man, I wish I could make Godzilla's noise every time I woke up in the morning. All right, that's my review of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Do you like the franchise? Who do you think will win between Godzilla and King Kong? My money's on Godzilla because he has the projectile weaponry. You know what I'm saying? King Kong got to get in too close. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Also, I feel like Shin Godzilla is a better Godzilla movie. I think it's even better than the 2014 Godzilla. Let me know, and let me know your favorite Godzilla movie of all time. Let me know, even if it's animated. Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out there.